everyone. My name is Linda Turner and welcome to my gentle yoga class. Today you'll need two blocks or two books. You can always use like a small folded up towel, something with a little bit of weight that you can grab that we'll be using today. And get ready to practice. We're going to be doing what I call a 3-part breath today before we get started. And what that involves is you can bring your hands to your ribs and really get that connection. And I'll have you inhale to a 4 count, pause. And then on the exhale, we'll start with an equal 4 count and then continue doing 4 more rounds until we get to an exhale of 8. So we lengthen the exhale each time we start. So it starts out equal, 4, pause, 4, and then 4, pause, 5, until we get to 8. And that really helps to calm things down, center yourself, begin to really connect to that inner person that you are, and calm down the blood pressure, the stress level that's probably a little extra high these days. The anxiety softens. Get the feathers that are a little ruffled, unruffled. So, with that in mind, let's begin. Come into your nice comfortable seat, maybe cross-legged. You can have your legs extended out in front of you. You might be leaning up against a wall if that feels good. Wherever you're comfortable and can let go of all the distractions from the day. Bring your hands into your lap, palms facing up. Let's close down the eyes and let go of the world for a while. Come into this present moment and let go of that ego. Begin to slow down the mind. And let's connect to the body here first. Allow the crown of your head to reach up towards the sky. Come into a really tall spine. Lengthen, feel those sit bones at the back of your pelvis connecting to the mat. Soften the shoulders down and away from the ears. Maybe roll them back and down a couple times. And then bring the shoulders over the hips, centering that tall spine. Just be here for a moment. Noticing how your body feels. Now we're going to come into that 3-part breath before the Ujjayi breath. So wherever it's comfortable, you might bring your hands to your rib cage to really get that connection, or you can leave them in your lap. Let's begin. Let's take a nice deep inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Relaxing your hands to your lap if you're holding your rib cage. And just continue slowing the breath down. Bringing the air in through the nose, deep into the body, and out through the nose. Empty the body completely. Noticing how it feels. What is the temperature as the air comes in through your nose and out through your nose. Maybe trying to hold and find that longer exhalation, allowing the prana that comes in with the air, the life force energy, to permeate into your mind and body on that longer exhale. Now moving into the Ujjayi breath. On your next exhale, bring a constriction to the top of the throat, creating an audible ha sound. As if you're blowing out a candle or fogging a mirror with the lips closed. Find that tickle at the top of your throat. Your breath throughout the practice, whether you're moving or pausing. Ujjayi breath. Help keep the mind calm and the body warm. Finding that Ujjayi breath as I chant the Guru mantra. Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Harihi Om Akanda Mandala Karam Vyatam Ena Chara Charam Tatpidam Darshitam Ena Tasma Shri Gurudev Namaha. Please bring your hands together in front of your heart and repeat after me. Namaste. And relaxing your hands back into your lap, gently blink open your eyes and bring your gaze ahead onto a focal point ahead of you on the mat. Just notice how your mind and body feels from slowing everything down. All right, welcome everyone. Let's begin our practice with a little neck stretch. We're going to draw some clockwise circles with our nose. So let's gently sweep our nose over to the left as you inhale, coming around, draw a rainbow in the sky. And as you come towards that right shoulder, begin to exhale, sweeping the nose across the chest, back to the left shoulder. Continuing with that movement. Matching breath. Finding a circle that feels good in your neck. May start out small. See how it feels. Come to your edge. Remember to modify if you need to, or rest. Rest at any time and join us when you're ready. Let's come into one more circle in this direction. And slowly bring our head back into neutral. Now some right to left movement with our head. Let's inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gazing over to the right. Let's pause here. Just notice that gentle stretch on the left side. We'll inhale, come back to center. Exhale, gaze to the left, pausing. Pausing here for a few breaths. Now a flow. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, gaze right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more round. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Let's come all the way back into center and draw our counterclockwise circle with our nose. Inhale, sweeping the nose to the right. Drawing that rainbow in the sky, coming back to that left shoulder. And as you exhale, draw a smile on your chest. Continuing with that direction, counterclockwise. Maybe noticing how it feels for this direction. What arises in your neck, what sensations come up here. It's okay to have a little bit of crackle and pop. No sharp sensations. We don't want any numbness or tingling. Modify that or pause if you ever experience those sensations. Breath to movement. One more in this direction. And coming back to a neutral neck. Let's bring our arms out in front of us. Cross that right arm on top of the left. Wrap them around, grab your shoulders. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then let's find a flow here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold halfway. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Two more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up on an inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's lift up on an inhale and slowly bring your arms out to the side. And let's find some nice backward shoulder rolls. Rolling them back, lifting those shoulders and elbows. One more here. All right, let's bring our hands back into our lap. we're going to come into a gentle twist to the right. So we're going to bring that right hand behind us, plant the palms, spread the fingers, left hand on the right knee. Lift the spine on your inhale, turning to the right, exhale. Gazing to the side or maybe over the right shoulder, see how that feels in your neck. If you need to release any more tension, gazing over that shoulder, crown of the head, lifting up, not leaning into that right arm. Just a little kickstand to keep your body up nice and tall. Awareness to your torso. What are you letting go here? Hearing that audible ha sound on the exhale. We're going to slowly bring our head back to center and then release your body. Seated cat-cow from here, hands on your lap. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, chest forward, hugging those elbows into the side body. Exhale, draw the belly in, big arch, elbows forward. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, chin to chest. Continue on your own, finding a few more rounds. Finding that breath to movement. Completing one more round here. Coming back to your neutral spine. And we're going to bring those arms back out in front of us. That left arm's coming on top of the right. Bend the elbows. And our double hug Wednesday is in action here. Give yourself a nice squeeze. You deserve it. Let's flow now. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold halfway. Inhale, lift. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold halfway. Two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Let's come all the way up on an inhale. And exhale, fold. Come up with your inhale and slowly unwind the arms out to the side. And we're going to find some forward shoulder rolls. Create space between those shoulder blades. Give the rhomboids a nice stretch. And one more. Now let's twist to the left. Bring that left hand behind you, planting the palm. Right hand on the left knee. Lift the spine with your inhale. And turning to the left on your exhale. Gazing to the side or over that left shoulder. See what feels good. Each side's a little different. Crown of the head reaching up. Ujjayi breath. Letting go in your torso. Let's bring that head back to center and releasing our body back to center. A few more rounds of cat-cow on your own. Finding your flow. One more round. And release. All right, now we're going to give our wrist a little love here today. We might be in front of our computers a little more since we're at home these days. So with that in mind, let's interlace our fingers and reach our hands forward. Feel that nice stretch in our fingers. And then with an inhale, let's lift those arms up, reach the palms to the sky. Exhale, lower the arms back down to shoulder height. 2 more. Inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift and reach. Lengthen the spine, sit bones to the mat. And exhale, lower. Good. Let's unlace those fingers. And we're going to come into some clockwise circles with our wrists. Keeping up with the breath. Counterclockwise circles. Maybe some crackles and pops. Nice. Now we're going to bring the tops of our hands together, bending the elbows. Gentle pressure here. Find your edge. You're going to feel a little dull stretch. And then let's find a nice gentle rock. Fingers towards you and then away from you. You'll feel a light engagement in the biceps to support the arms. And release. Nice. Let's find some pointing and flexing. Flexing and extending of the wrist. And then releasing. Let's find some static stretch here. Flexing first. You're going to flex the right hand, bring the left palm to the right palm. Gentle pressure. See how that feels. Find your edge. And then release. Let's allow that hand to drop down, fingers towards the mat. Left palm on top of the right hand. Light pressure. This is probably where we feel it a little bit. I know I'm feeling it. And release. Good. Let's have some happy fingers here in our right hand. And now that left hand, bringing that hand up, right palm to left palm. Light pressure, find where your edge is here. Hearing that audible ha sound on the exhale. And release. Now the left hand, fingers pointing towards the mat. Right palm on top of the left hand. Light pressure. This is where it feels good. A nice, good stretch. And release. Let's give those left fingers some happy fingers. Maybe the right fingers joining in. Jazz hands. Woo! Yay. All right. Happy wrists. Now we're going to come up onto our hands and knees from here. Coming into a neutral tabletop. So the knees are going to be hips width apart, and you might bring a blanket underneath the knees. Set that up. Cushion the knees. Palms are connected to the mat. Nice flat palms. Spread out those fingers. Hands are shoulder width apart. Let's draw in the rib cage. Hips above the knees and shoulders above the wrist. Let's tuck those toes. Get a nice tuck to the toes. And we're going to give now our toes and ankles some love here. We're going to slowly lower our hips down onto our heels. Now you can keep the hands on the mat. You might draw your hands in a little closer towards your knees. And you're going to feel your weight on the heels, the toes. This may be where your edge is at here today. You might be able to bring your hands up onto your thighs. Come into a taller spine. You're going to feel those toes getting a nice stretch, especially if you've been out walking the dog a lot more than normal, or just in general doing a lot more walking these days, being at home. These toe stretches are going to feel really good here. All right, maybe feeling a nice little burn. You can always come back, bring your hands back to the mat. And then let's come back into our neutral tabletop. Untuck those toes, bring the tops of your feet to the mat. And a nice pat, pat, pat. Getting those toes a counter stretch. So you're going to bring your feet into stillness. Keep the feet untucked. Now this is where you might have your block between your ankles. You're going to slowly come down onto your heels. Bring your hips onto the block. Or if you're okay, you can bring your hips down onto the mat between the feet. You may need to scoot your legs out a little wider. Keep in mind the knees need to be happy, so that block may come in between your feet. Nice tall spine. One more round of breath. Ah, good. Let's come forward, come off that block. Back to neutral tabletop, a little tap, tap, tap. And let's come into cat-cow here. Inhale, belly lowers. Exhale, draw the belly in. Big arch to the spine. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the tailbone. Exhale, lower it. Releasing back to neutral tabletop. We're going to take the block and we're going to bring that block onto our low back. We're going to bring it on top of the sacrum at the base of your spine here. And we're going to keep the hips nice and even. Let's extend that right foot back. Keep the ball of the foot onto the mat. Gazing down at the mat. Slowly shift the hips back and let's come into a nice calf muscle stretch here first. Pressing the hands to the mat, shifting the hips back. See where your edge is at for this calf muscle stretch. And then let's release, bring that right knee back into neutral tabletop. Just a gentle sway of the hips from side to side. Now the left side, extending the left leg back. Pressing the ball of the foot into the mat. Shift the hips back. Core is engaged. Micro bend in the elbows. Deep breath. And release. Bring that knee back into neutral tabletop. A little shift from side to side. Block is still on the sacrum here. All right, now we're going to extend that right foot back. Inhale, leg lifts. Ideally, keeping those hips nice and square. Gazing down at the mat, foot is flexed. Reaching the heel to the back of the room. And release. Nice. Now, here comes the big test. We're going to come into fire hydrant pose on the right, and you're going to keep those hips nice and level. Don't allow your block to come off the backside of your body here. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, lower. Now it might not be very high. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Engage that outer thigh. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Beautiful, good. Maybe a little rock side to front, forward and backward. Side to side. Now let's extend that left leg back. Inhale, leg lifts. Foot is flexed. Little micro bend in the knee. Engaging the glutes. Hips are level. One more full round of Ujjayi breath. And release. Bring that knee back into tabletop, a little sway. And now our challenge here, keeping that block on your low back with the fire hydrant pose on the left. Inhale, leg lifts. Engage that outer thigh. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more, you've got it in you. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Woo, good. Good job, good job. Let's come into child's pose from here. On your exhale, lower the hips down. Bring your forehead to the mat. Reach those arms forward. And turning to your breath. Let's come back up into neutral tabletop. Thread the needle on the right. Inhale, lift that right arm up. Exhale, sweep it behind the left. Gently come down onto that right shoulder. Left arm reaching forward. Connecting to that shoulder, letting go. Hips stacked above the knees. Deep breath. And then on your next inhale, let's come back up into neutral tabletop. Walk the hands forward a step and let's find some clockwise circles. Flowing with your breath, a nice generous sway of the hips. One more in this direction. And then we'll come back into neutral tabletop, thread the needle on the left. Inhale, lift that arm, shoulder rises. Exhale, sweeping behind the right. Come down onto that left shoulder, left ear. Right arm may reach forward. Deep breath. On your next inhale, let's lift back up into neutral tabletop. Hands are coming forward a step and our counterclockwise circles. Generously swaying the hips and finding some nice new movement in your shoulders. One more in this direction. And we're going to bring those hands back into neutral tabletop. And let's work on our down dog here today. So from our neutral tabletop, the toes are tucked under. You're going to lift the knees up off the mat, just about 2-3 inches above the mat. Pressing the palms down, feeling the toes pressing into the mat. Shift the weight back into the hips and legs, and then straighten those legs out. Keeping maybe a little micro bend in the knees, pressing the palms to the mat. Feet can be hips width apart. Nice light arms, weight in the hips and legs. And then let's come back into neutral tabletop from there. A nice slow lunge, bringing that right foot forward between your hands. Maybe grabbing your blocks. Scoot the right foot forward, stacking the knee above the ankle, releasing the hips. Let's untuck those left toes. Release in the front of your left hip. This will feel extra good here if you've been sitting a lot. And the hip flexors are tight. Breathe towards that tightness. Send the prana, the life force energy, towards that tightness to soften it and release it on your exhale. We'll come into a half split. Slowly straighten the right leg, shifting the hips back. You can bring those blocks back with you. Hips are level. Bring your body over the right leg. And exhale, folding over. Micro bend in the knee. Spine is long, shoulders away from the ears. Deep breath. Let's come up from the fold. Bending the right knee, come back into low lunge, blocks to the side, and let's bring that right knee back into neutral tabletop. 3 rounds of cat-cow on your own. Flowing with your breath, merging them together. Let's meet back in neutral tabletop and come back into a down dog, tucking the toes under. Lift those knees up off the mat. Shift the weight back into your legs and hips. And exhale, straighten the legs. Keep a little micro bend in the knees. Just notice how that feels. Maybe this time in this down dog, you're walking your dog, pedaling the feet, bending one knee, and lowering the heel of the other foot. Keeping those palms connected to the mat, pressing the hands to the earth. And then let's come back into neutral tabletop and find our low lunge on the left. Bringing that left foot forward, Scoot the foot forward, grabbing your blocks, releasing the hips to the mat. Untuck the right toes. Let's give the top of the foot another nice stretch. Extending the ankle. Nice long spine. And connecting to the front of your right hip. Let go of what isn't serving you here. Hearing that ocean-like sound on the exhale. Now our half split. Shifting the hips back. Bringing those blocks with you. Hips are level. Bring your body over the left leg. And exhale, folding over. Crown of the head reaching towards the toes. Letting go in the hamstrings. Let's come up from the fold. Bending the left knee, coming back into a lunge, blocks over to the side. And bring that left knee back into neutral tabletop. 3 rounds of cat-cow on your own. Finding a flow in the spine. Merging breath and movement. Coming back to our neutral spine. And let's find a down dog here. Tucking those toes under and exhale. Hips are up and back. Nice light arms and shoulders, soft neck, gazing at your knees. Deep breath. Gonna find a little flow here now. Let's inhale, come into tabletop. Exhale, hips to heels, come into child's pose. Inhale, lift up into table. Exhale, hips up and back to down dog. Continuing with that, inhale to table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale to down dog. Maybe bending the knees. Inhale to table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's pose. One more. Inhale, table. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, table. And exhale, child's pose. Let's pause here in this child's pose. Reconnect to the Ujjayi breath if it's wandered. And then let's come back up into neutral tabletop and come down onto the mat to a seated pose with our legs extended out in front of us. Let's have a block within reach. And let's bring those arms out to the side. Lift them up on an inhale. Reach those fingertips. Exhale, fold forward. Come to your fold, bending at the hips. Keeping the long spine, so that fold might not be too deep. It's not how deep you fold. It's the journey with the fold that you encounter. Your body embracing it as it is. Let's inhale, lift those arms up. And exhale, lower them back down. So let's bend the knees. And we're going to come down onto the mat with control. So the feet are hips width apart. You're going to bring your hands behind your thighs. You're going to tuck your chin and we're going to slowly roll down onto the mat. Now if you have any back issues, gently come down onto your elbows and just meet us on the mat. Otherwise, bringing those hands behind the thighs, tucking the chin, and slowly engaging the core, roll down. Head being the last thing to come onto the mat, draw the knees to your chest for a squeeze. A little rock side to side. And then let's bring that left foot onto the mat. You're going to keep that right leg bent at your chest. Let's extend the right leg up towards the sky. Going to work on the core a little bit here. Inhale, bend the right knee to your chest. Exhale, extend the leg forward, hovering above the mat. Inhale, draw the knee to your chest. And exhale, extend that foot back up to the sky, flowing with this. Inhale, bend to the chest. Exhale, leg extends forward. Inhale, back to your chest. Exhale, up to the sky. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, knee back to the chest. Exhale, foot to the sky. Nice. Let's bring both knees to your chest for a squeeze. Hands onto the knees and find some clockwise circles. And then we're going to switch sides here. Let's bring that right foot to the mat with the knee bent. Left knee at your chest. You can bring your arms at your side. And the left leg is extending towards the sky. Foot is flexed. Inhale, left leg to the chest. Exhale, leg extends out in front of you, hovering above the mat. Inhale, knee bends in. Exhale, foot to the sky. Inhale, knee bends. Exhale, leg extends out. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, foot to sky. Last one. Inhale, bend. Exhale, leg forward. Inhale, bend. And exhale, foot to sky. Nice, good job. Let's bring those knees to the chest for a squeeze. And hands on the knees in some counterclockwise circles. Nice. We're going to bring the feet to the mat. Extend your legs out in front of you. And you're going to roll over onto your right side. You're going to bring your bend your right elbow and bring your head on top. You're going to bend the left leg and bring that foot in front of you. You can have your left hand in front of you. So your body is tall and that right leg is extended out onto the mat. All right. Shoulders and hips are stacked. Try not to lean forward or back. Try to keep your body centered here. We're going to work on the right inner thigh. So from where you're at, let's inhale, lift that right leg up. Feel that right inner thigh engaging. Foot is flexed. Reach that heel. Keep length in the leg. Yeah, good. Nice job. Now we're going to do a little bit of up and down movement here. When you're ready, nice and slow, engaging that inner thigh. Good. This tends to be a weaker part of the leg because of the IT band on the outer thigh. Just find your pace here. Few more up and downs. Maybe feeling a little burn here now. And release. Good. Now you're going to extend that left leg on top of the right leg. And we're going to get some outer left leg stretch. When you're ready, inhale, lift that left leg, foot is flexed. Find your edge here. And now a little up and down movement with your breath. Good job, you can do it. Maybe feeling a little burn. No sharp sensation. Yeah. Oh, good. Feels so good. Yeah. One more. And release. Good. Let's roll back onto the mat. Bend the knees. Draw them to your chest. A nice little rock side to side. And we're going to bring balance and harmony to our body by doing the other side here now. Rolling onto your left side. Come into your pose. Bring your head into the left hand. The left leg is extended onto the mat. The right knee is bent. The foot is coming in front of you like a little kickstand. Your right arm is in front of you, maybe using that hand to help balance your body. Keep it nice and centered. All right, let's start with that inner left thigh here. Inhale, lift. And see where it's at. How is this a little stronger? What can we strengthen here? And now let's get ready for that up and down movement. Find the breath moving with the body. Nice, good job. Oh, your legs are going to be so happy with you. Few more flutters here. Working that inner thigh. Nice, and release. Good. Maybe a little shake. And then you're extending the right leg on top. Getting ready for that outer thigh. Strengthening. Inhale, lifting the leg. Foot is flexed. And then let's find our movement. Keeping with the breath. Beautiful. Few more. Maybe feeling that beautiful burn here. And release. And gently rolling onto your back.
Draw your knees to your chest for a squeeze. Little rock side to side. Happy baby pose. Reach through the center. Grab the outer edges of your feet, bending the knees. Again, maybe a little rock side to side. Good job. Releasing the hands from the feet. We're going to extend the legs out in front of us, coming into a well-earned Shavasana today. Let's allow our legs to relax. Arms at our side, palms facing up. Close the eyes. Release the Ujjayi breath. Back to your natural breath. Coming into stillness. Embracing this feeling of calmness and peace. Completely letting go here as you lie in Shavasana. just as you are. Deepen the breath. Bring awareness back to your mind and body. Coming back into your conscious world. Reach your arms up and back. Point your toes forward for a full body stretch. And then bring your knees to your chest for a squeeze. Gently roll over onto your side and pause for a breath. And then slowly press yourself back up to seated. Once in seated, bring your hands together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra, resting your thumbs on your chest. Close your eyes and just take a moment here to notice how you feel. Thank yourself for being here, honoring your mind and body. And thank you for joining me. Truly my honor and pleasure to guide you through this practice today. Let's seal the practice with some beautiful vibrations of Om. Take a nice deep inhale. May wisdom and compassion fill your heart and mind. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. That was such a fun practice to share with you today, and look forward to more. Have a great day.